Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Over Manga Cast. That time we woke up in a podcast and had to explain manga, our heated adventures, overanalyzing manga that we find interesting. And this week on the show, we're reading Psuedo Harem by Saitou Yuu. We're reading chapters 1 through 50. 50? Oh, gag manga. Yeah, that'll work. 1 through 50, so grab a snack and enjoy the show. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Over Manga Cast. My name is Sam, and as always, here at the top of the show, we talk about our familiarity with the franchise that we read this week. I had not heard of this until we needed something to read, and this was brought up. Ain't that right, Matt?
Yeah, and this was brought up because, to the best of my understanding, this has an anime airing. Why am I not so certain about this? Because I fell for Kagurabachi having an anime, so I don't know what's real anymore.
Me neither.
Tragic.
How about you, Jay?
This is going to be a first-time read. I usually don't consume this type of content, but I am so overjoyed.
And Jacob.
I remember us discussing potentially doing Psuedo Harem, so I tracked down I feel like I perused the first 2 chapters or something like that. So when I started for the actual proper read, I had a bit of a sense of deja vu, but I learned of its existence through this podcast.
Excellent. And we start off because this is we'll just cut straight to the chase. This is a comedy manga. You might have noticed by the very inflated chapter count. How did you guys read 50 chapters in a week? That's because they are all exceedingly brief. Small, cute vignettes of our 2 primary characters doing cute shit.
You can also probably tell this is a comedy manga, because if you look, the episode length is either 30 minutes or 3 hours. We don't know.
We're going to find out not as you do. We'll figure it out in
Nope,
the making.
This is live.
Oh, no.
Haha, see, Sam,
Quick.
that was a skit we were doing together.
Yes.
Nobody docks each other. Whatever you do.
Quick, no one go to...
I won't be able to edit it out. Stop. But we open with our 2 primary characters who are both members of the drama club. We have the boy who
His name is Eiji, but he's called Senpai, basically.
Senpai, yeah.
He's Kitahama Eiji.
His first name is never used.
Kitahama, yes, Kitahama-kun, and his kohai, Nanakura
Rin. Nanakura Rin.
Yes, they are both members of the drama club, and Senpai is complaining about the fact that he is not a popular fellow. He does not have girls fawning over him, and Nanakura is like, oh, well, maybe I could. And we have the premise established immediately as she uses her skillful acting to embody various archetypes.
Romantic interest tropes, usually associated, at least in modern manga, with harem characters.
Mm-hmm.
Basically the Dare roster.
Which is interesting, because you'd think the premise of this would be she'd accumulate more and more archetypes, but she really just does the 3 in these first opening chapters, and then 1 is added later on to get a total of 5. Wait, hold on. Counting her is 4, and then, there's a 5th one later on. That's right.
Yeah, we have Chiki-chan, which is her being kind of forward and flirty.
It's like a cheeky devil, because it's also Devil-chan occasionally, because just translation is clearly
Japanese.
The Japanese word means both.
We have Tsundere-chan.
Obviously. Right down to the pigtails. Tropey is as humanly possible.
And you have Cute-chan, who is just cute and bubbly.
And spoiled.
Yeah.
Oh, spoiled Chan, right.
Spoiled Chan's different. And then you have Chill and Cool Chan.
You
Yeah,
got
Cool Chan.
And then Rin is cute, but we don't talk about that
We
because
don't
God forbid anyone in this just talk about their feelings.
That wouldn't be funny, Matt.
I'm saying, so if you've read like Teasing Master Tatagi-san or like Nagatoro, it's the same kind of vibe, except this is just super wholesome. Except the idea is the main guy, Eiji, is both oblivious and not. It's super weird.
Well,
But-
no, I think I have a pretty solid read of the situation. He's fully aware of like the separation between Rin and the personalities. He just doesn't want to commit to a relationship with her. They're functionally dating a couple of chapters in. Because there are so many cases where he is so keenly aware of like he'll play into not understanding the difference between Rin and her characters to get her to say something. Like he does it on purpose.
But then there are also ones where he's just completely oblivious. Like, well, you know what? The entire manga, as different from like other things in this genre, which are typically from like the male character's point of view or from both, this is mostly from Rin's point of view. So
Yeah.
maybe main character guide not being certain about a lot of things is kind of her take on things.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he just get it?
Because guys are dumb.
He's actually gotten it like 40 chapters ago.
Eiji is also very dumb. Let's not.
Oh yeah. Neither of these characters are particularly smart.
Oh, but yeah, basically the first 10 chapters are us sinking our teeth into what the gimmick is on this. And by the first 10 chapters, I mean these chapters are 4 pages long. This is this is a super
First 40 page.
Like,
First 40 pages.
What would be the starting chapter in like a Shonen Jump manga?
And it's various, romantic shenanigans. It's like, oh, well, what if I fed you, and having the various personalities to it, or oh no, I've lost my phone. Do you want me to call it? Oh, now I have his phone number.
Yeah, and it's like the whole gimmick is she's liking the attention he's giving him, and he's liking the attention of have multiple girls fawning over him. And the main like comedy is coming from the fact that he's going like, Rin, well, he doesn't call her, Nanakura-san, could you do the other voices for me? Come on, please. Why can't you just notice me, senpai? Was that Tsunari-chan? No, that was Rin.
No, it was Rin.
Cute.
It's extremely cute. I do really like the bit where they exchange phone numbers because she calls him and he's trying to guess which character she's doing. She's like, I'm not doing a character.
I love how she calls the phone and because he loses his phone and she takes advantage to like get that. But that's just the setup. And then the whole thing is like, haha, I have your phone number, so now I can call you later on. And he does the thing where he thanks her for finding his phone, but he calls her immediately after finding his phone. So she's like, this really defeats the purpose. What are you doing? We're in the same room. Don't do this.
We're literally standing next to each other.
And that's really funny as like a tear down of this genre. Like, which is really was not what I was expecting coming into this. I thought they'd dive way more into like the gimmick, which is her acting out the different personalities, but that kind of isn't really the premise, honestly. The different personalities don't really matter.
It's set dressing more than anything.
Yeah, no, like the thing is, it's their bit. Like this is just their relationship dynamic.
Yeah, but like the manga itself is much more about like
them being cute,
being kind of a soft. It's being like a soft parody of this genre because they basically have no relationship trouble, which would be the comedy in a different series.
Right.
They're just super wholesome and they're dating, but neither one has confessed to the other, so they don't know they're dating. They're just subjecting everyone in this school to their kink.
Okay. You're
like
right.
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird at points.
And like at least 2 of them are like in on it, and it's just weird.
Well, because there's the episode where they introduced the drama club president.
Yes.
Yeah.
It should be noted that I think all of the, secondary characters are in drama club, which is fitting because we know thespians are weird.
all two of them who have faces. And then the
president with his massive chin, and then Nanakura's friend.
Nanakura's friend, who is so vague, you forget he exists sometimes.
Yes.
I love how Drama Club shrinks and grows in population to whatever it needs to be for the moment. Is Drama Club super small and only a few members, or does Drama Club have enough to have like 70 people working on a production?
Whatever the skit needs.
But yeah, as I was saying, the funny bit is Drama Club president takes a photo of him being super handsome, and he's just like, "Oh man, I want my phone background to be Tsundere-chan looking super cute. Could you like do her so I can get a picture?" And she's like, sure. And like the entire gimmick is she does the pose, and the second he takes the photo, she's back to like going like, "Oh no." And it's like, why do you keep changing expressions right there? I'm just looking for a cute girl smiling. And then she genuinely smiles at him, and he takes that picture, and I'm like, yeah, Cool Chan's really cute. And she's like, but that was me. And then he's like, hey, president, you want a picture of this cute girl? Damn, that's a good picture of a cute girl. Send that to me. No, don't share it. And it's just
so
like
weird.
Nanakura is just like, hey, Eiji is just like, I am not aware this is a kink, and I'm going to talk loudly about it to everyone else. Nanakura is like, I'm doing something kinky for your attention. Please do not broadcast this.
But it's all like coy and cute, so
I mean, as coy as the stuff that we did in high school.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is very wholesome and sweet, but man, does it just randomly get super saucy, and I'm not sure what to do with that information.
Yeah, not really going off of what you said, but my favorite my favorite chapter of the first 10, establishing the vibe, is when Eiji is passed out in the in the classroom, and Nanakura comes up to play a prank, and
I'm gonna play a prank on him, and she just ends up holding his hand.
Cycling through different characters, like which one of the characters would actually play a prank. He wakes up with them holding hands.
Hey,
that is
this about?
That's like the level of low stakes, just cutesy bullshit that this manga does, and screw it, I'm here for it.
No, yeah, and it seems like it purposefully, every time something in this genre would make that be like a big relationship drama moment so they can create comedy from the misunderstanding. This just has both characters understand it and be like, that's really cute. And then the chapter ends because they're 4 pages long. Like,
yep. We also have the establishment that both of them are idiots with their test scores.
Yeah.
I think the highest score that Eiji got was a 48.
Yeah, they're not smarties. Especially because Nanakura essentially goes, well, I'm not paying attention in class so that you can teach me. That's a bad plan.
I'm going to cram school starting tomorrow. I have to do my best for Chiki-chan. Wait, no. I'm following you.
No, please, I don't want to fail. And that's really the through line for all we read, is kind of the thing.
Yes.
Yep. We have costumes, we have hairstyles.
What I think is kind of interesting about their dynamic is Nanakura is an actress, whereas Senpai is, like, he specifically is into set design.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they do a good job of establishing, like, they're in the drama club for different reasons.
Yeah, he's crew.
She's also, I don't think we've mentioned, he's his senpai because he is a year older than her. She is a first year and he is a second year.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of my favorite of the early chapters is the cultural festival where they're doing the costume relay race.
Yeah. One of the other things that happens at the cultural festival is he goes around buying snacks for each of the alternate personalities, and she's like, wait, you realize they're all in one body, right?
Please, I can only eat so much. Oh, that has my favorite ending where he's just like, oh yeah, well, she's cool. She'd like oolong tea flavored, and she's spicy, so she'd probably like strawberry flavored. And I'm like, I don't get that one, but okay. And then it's finally just like, okay, if you only can have one flavor, and Rin's the one who has to heat them, what kind of flavor would you like, Nanakura-san? She's like, probably plain custard. It's just like, that's my favorite flavor too. And that's like, oh, he likes plain things, so he likes normal her, not not all the spicy flavors.
Spicy flavors sometimes.
Spicy flavors are a nice distraction sometimes, but
Well, because I think the whole deal with him is he wants to be in a harem because he thinks that'd be cool and exciting. He likes the idea of being desired by multiple women.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but
Like,
he
what-
says in multiple times that he's like, I don't know if I have a relationship. Sounds
Yeah,
like
I
a lot of work.
I think there's a difference between finding something exciting and what he would genuinely prefer.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
like he even says something to that effect in the first chapter where he's like, yeah, if I was actually in a harem, like in a manga, it would be a lot of drama and work I'm not about. So honestly, this shtick that we have going on is pretty much everything I want.
I do like that all my needs are being fulfilled by this role play we're doing. Well, not ready for a serious commitment. And I'm like, oh, you're not understanding. You're just using her. Oh, buddy, you gotta understand what you're doing to this poor girl.
Come on, just commit.
And maybe he does understand. We don't get his thought process a lot of the time, is really the thing. We get
Yep.
Nanakura's process a lot of the time.
Yeah, he seems aware enough that I think that it's a matter of he's not brave enough to commit.
I think he's got teenage boy problems where he's just like, I really enjoy the current situation. Well,
I'm not
better not risk ruining this.
Yup. Yeah.
Yep.
I 100% think that that's what's going on, where he's fully aware of what the dynamic is. He's just choosing not to move it forward.
All my needs are being met with this current situation. I'm not daring to move forward anymore.
Mhm.
Why would I risk anything else?
They've got the costume relay race, and that's really fun because it's essentially him going like, okay, Rin, you've got to wear this costume and this costume and this costume and this costume for each of your different personalities. And she's just like, motherfucker, it's a relay race. Do you want me to run the entire damn thing myself, switching costumes each stage? And he's just like, you're right, I do have to pick just one. What do you wear at home? I don't know. I wear like pajama pants and a t-shirt. What do you want from me? Yeah, that's super hot. You should wear that for the relay race. No.
I really like that one as well. That one was fun.
Guys are so weird.
He's weird and he's just like, yeah, I'm totally into that shit. And I'm like,
Dude,
buddy, that's not what. Listen to her when she talks. Whatever you're doing right now is not.
as like 0 calorie, all sugar, sweet as this is, please do not treat the poor woman like a dress-up doll.
No, that's a different manga.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
There are good things about it, but that's not what we're reading.
That being said, speaking of treating someone like a piece of meat, Halloween is really funny because he creates a Dracula puppet of himself and then gives it to Nanakura, who immediately starts doing perfect ventriloquism because we've kind of skimmed over. She's amazingly talented at acting, which is how the entire premise of this works. But she's also a legitimately good actress outside of kinky stuff.
If she had an iota of more angst to her, she'd be a perfect Oshinoko character.
Oh my God, you're right.
But essentially, there is this Dracula puppet of Senpai who she basically makes go, I've always loved you. You're so cute. And she's like, I want to keep him with me always. He's going to live in my bedroom. And then Eiji goes like, no fair, I want to live in your bedroom. And I'm like, you're really direct in these two chapters. And then they tone it down a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I would have respected him if he just full on just stomped down and said, I said what I said. But no, we're teenage boying it.
That's actually kind of the fun thing, because this is really very much a case where them actually like properly and officially getting together doesn't actually change their dynamic at all. They can just do that. They've
just been dating is the thing. Mm-hmm. They spend all of their free time together.
Yeah, they're functionally already a couple. So like having a like a mini arc about them like making it official and then just the series continues with no changes is a thing that they can do. They haven't done it in the first 50, but
I have concerns about Rin having to keep up the charade, because even if they are effectively dating, poor Rin is like literally having...
Nah, they just keep that constrained to the bedroom once it's official.
Rin genuinely seems to think that her alternate personalities are cheating on Senpai. But
Yeah, she's like, but I mean, she's like on the brink of developing some kind of psychological disorder for this man, this boy.
speaking of psychological disorders, there's the mandatory little sister chapter, which is exactly what you think it is, and we're not cis confidential, so we're not going to talk about it.
This confidential chapter happens. You know the one if you're reading.
Essentially, she has a little sister, and he's like, "I wish I had a little sister," and she's like, "I'll be your little sister. Hey, could you be like my little sister, but in a kinky way, not a child, not a 4-year-old child? That'd be great."
So you want me to be an older sister?
You know what? Yes, that has much less baggage with it. Go with that.
And by much less baggage, I mean half. Because
I guess the only thing about the little sister chapter is it really just brings home Rin seems to be aware this is a kink. It's so for something so wholesome.
And so she hasn't like put on like boundaries yet. She's like, how deep do we have to keep going with this?
That's the thing.
Because it's all fun and games. They're just messing around.
Yeah, and there are occasions where Ren will go a little bit too deep into the bit, but like, you know, it's usually played for a joke, because then it's like, oh wait, no, it's a bit anyway. That's usually where chapters end, where it's like, wait a minute, I think we take the bit too far.
Like, yes, take the bit too far. Kiss already, damn it.
No, because if they take the bit too far, then she starts crying, and then we find out that the crying wasn't actually real. It was how good she is at acting, but also she's crying for real.
Yeah, she's got the Kitahama Eiji attack where she can cry on command.
It turns out this is an offshoot of Hoshinoko all along.
The fake crying chapter is another one of my favorites, because she's practicing her fake crying, and Senpai is, even though she says, "Oh no, I'm just practicing this for my acting," he gets so wrapped up in it. Seeing her cry completely emotionally destroys him. He's like, "No, please, wait, hold on. Can I do something?
I gotta make you laugh.
Can I do something to make you feel better? Here, look, I'm gonna make a stupid face."
My favorite part is that stupid face is her phone screensaver for the remainder of.
Yes.
Or no, I'm sorry. It's his profile picture in her phone is what it is.
It's so stinking cute, man.
Not as cute as the next chapter, which is him going, "Man, I'm not a good shonen protagonist. There are never any love notes in my locker." And she goes like, "Oh, I can do that." And next day he gets like, "I've got 2 love notes in my locker. Hold on. This is from Devil-chan and Cool-chan, or not Cool-chan, Tsundere-chan. Cool-chan's too cool to leave a love note."
Mm-hmm.
Except both of the notes are essentially like, "I guess you wanted a love note or something, so here it is, but I don't like you, Baka."
And it's like, oh man, I still have to choose between the two of them for which one I'm going to respond to. Oh hey, a third paper fell out. Whoa, this one's from Nanakura. Wait, you weren't supposed to see that one.
It's essentially her doing a diary entry of like, "I've loved him so much. I wish I could spend every day with him. He makes me so happy. I wish our relationship could go deeper." And like, he reads most of this note, and then she goes like, nope, you give that back. "Well, I didn't finish reading it. Just forget you read anything. I can't forget it if I haven't read it completely yet. That's not how this works." And I'm like, "Buddy, you read enough of that note. What that cements most in my mind that Eiji is firmly stuck in teenage boy mind, where you're like, well, yeah, she did write a note about how fun it is to spend time with me, but that doesn't mean she likes me, right?"
Mm-hmm.
And then later in college, you think back on that moment and you're like, "I was such a fucking idiot. I was such a fucking idiot.
Yep.
Such a fucking idiot."
We also have the fun bit chapter of the drinking the challenge of drink the nasty tasting water.
Oh yeah, because that was I think that was a Japanese TikTok thing of like the one flavor of soda was like super gross.
Mm-hmm. Basically factory waste.
Chemical factory flavor.
And this is their indirect Kisu chapter, except they both desperately don't want to drink this stuff. So it's like, oh, yeah, I guess we don't have to do this.
Yeah. But what do we do with the rest of the
Let's
drink?
just not do the bit.
This is really gross. I don't want to.
Yeah.
So We then get the cold chapter.
Yes.
Mhm.
Which is
Yeah,
a classic.
The brief arc of him being sick.
Which really brings up some questions lore-wise, because later she doesn't know where he lives.
True.
Like, that's a big deal that she doesn't know where he lives later, but she clearly takes him home in this chapter.
Just really like the way it ends, where he gives her a face mask, and she's like, "Oh no, I can't stop smiling." But if I wear the mask, you can't tell, right?
And then he passes out on the train and needs to be like walked home.
Mm-hmm.
And then
he's passed out in bed.
And then she makes him udon in his house, and he wakes up, eats the udon, and then just looks down, sees he's in his pajamas. He's just like, "Hey, Nanakura, I got a question here. Why aren't I in the clothes I was wearing? Oh, I changed you?
I mean, Chiki-chan changed you.
I'm sorry, what? No, hold on, what? That's really not cool. That's really not cool.
More like hentai-chan.
More like pervert. It's like, what?
Oh.
And because this is so wholesome, it immediately just, I guess I'm going to call you pervert-chan. She's like, well, then I won't hang out with you anymore. What?
Boundaries.
Or udon.
Yeah.
I'll still make you udon.
Cool.
All right, then. I will continue to not advance this relationship.
Skimming over the... they skim over the fact she changed him is really...
Look, we've only got 4 pages to work with. What do you want?
Yeah.
That's pretty high schooler. It's just like, man, those are some serious boundaries we just crossed. But neither of us really want to talk about it, and we're having fun with the dynamic. So we're just going to gloss over that and move on, right? Right. Cool.
I'm also going to not remember where you live and make it a big plot point later on, which leads me to believe there was some decisions made executively.
But no time for that. We gotta play a gotcha game. I say that like it's something important. It's a single chapter of them playing a
it's another bit. She keeps distracting him with the bit.
Oh my god, that's this one. They play the phone game, and she's like, "Oh well, I'll be the sexy healer," and he's just like, "I can't play if I have an erection," and I'm like, that's just the plot. It's the thing.
Yeah. Buddy, this looks to be turn-based. How are you flubbing this hard?
I think you might just be bad.
How much blood is going to your dick right now? Come on, man.
All of it.
She makes the threatening thing of like, "Oh well, I guess you'll have to pay a penalty if you lose," and then he immediately dies, and I'm like, Hey, Rin, you know how you thought you were trying to win this guy over? You're in a relationship. Congratulations.
You are just being incredibly saucy on the bus stop bench or wherever they are.
Well, they're in the classroom and they stay late after school because he's not letting them get past this. He's not leaving until they beat this dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like the subsequent chapter after that is they're on a date, like
on Christmas, the most romantic holiday in Japan. Like
they're literally just on a date.
Like for couples, Christmas is a bigger holiday than Valentine's Day. Like.
Yeah, like he's even being like, "Look, I'm carrying all the shopping packages like the big strong man I am."
My oh my.
Little tiny bags.
They are very tiny bags, but look, when you're that age, you got to show off every muscle you got.
Negative muscles.
But that yeah, and then
this
we
guy
get
is pinnacle twink, which
he is really.
Yes.
But if you can lift multiple things and make the girls go ooh so strong, then you've won.
Or alternatively, men, pockets, cargo pants, get them. Ladies
No,
love it.
that doesn't impress the girls, Jay.
I'm impressed.
How are we supposed to show off our big stonking arms if we use our pockets?
You see, Jay, you're describing what women would actually find impressive. You don't understand the high school boy brain. Clearly, girls like things you like.
Which is being as big and macho as possible, right?
So if I can carry more of a thing, all the girls will be like, "That guy's so strong. He can carry so many chairs."
He can carry so many chairs. I bet he could carry me on those chairs.
And no one cares. What they do care about is if you have like 17 pockets in your pants and you've
Yeah.
got a bunch of women who are like, man, where do I put my keys and wallet and phone? Excuse
Yeah.
me, ladies, I have a separate pocket for each of you.
I'm serious.
Why does that feel like something that would happen in this manga? Except it's all Nanakura, so there's only one set of everything.
Well, no, clearly she has to have duplicates of everything for the other characters.
I do like the fact that there's a chapter at some point. It all blends together. It doesn't matter the order. There's a chapter at some point where Senpai is like, that's where Tsundere-chan would live, and that's where Cool-chan would live. Like he's building characters for these like Haremette characters. Like he's creating lore for them.
Also, the Christmas date of, well, because he's carrying everything, she has to carry the umbrella, but all the other characters want to be under the umbrella as well. So man, it sure is getting crowded under here. It's just the two of them. It smacks of that one Kaguya-sama chapter with them getting into the deep like political drama of who offers who an umbrella.
And then they continue walking under the umbrella well after the storm has passed.
Meanwhile, these two are just like, ho, wow, we've got all of these other girls under here. Wow, it sure is crowded.
But not really, JK.
Yeah, they do. At the end, they just do point out, it's a good thing this is a bit, and it's just the two of us.
But that, right, then we get the chapter of, it's like, I can't tell who's what character you're doing over the phone. I'm not trying to do a character. I was just calling you because I'm so obsessed with you. I didn't want to wait until winter break was over to talk to you again.
Calls them at 8 p.m. in like the middle of their break, going like, I'm. Oh, actually, no. He's like, hey, did you just call me because you were bored? Like, are you doing a bit? Because it's not really being conveyed over the phone well. It's like, I'm not doing a bit. Spend time with me. It's like, yeah, we can hang out. Do you want to go to the shrine at the end of the year? Yes.
Yes.
That counts as a date. I've already hung up the phone. What?
That counts as a date. I'm getting my yukata.
For the winter thing?
Oh, no, wait. That's the wrong word.
I don't know. I don't know what the real word is. We also didn't get to the fireworks festival, that chapter that happens, but
yeah,
it's more of the same, I'm sure.
She wears the traditional outfit.
Yeah, and there's
he's in modern getup,
which is very on brand. Is the guy never wears anything other than his uniform.
He's not stylish at all.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually both lame.
Yeah,
just like they're very boring ice cream flavors.
They're both so lame, they're perfect for each other.
Yeah, it's actually kind of sad. Tragically sad.
No, but I love this one because she's like, I'm going to keep pulling until I get a great blessing. She pulls a curse, which causes her to trip and land in his arms, and she considers it that like she won the gotcha.
Well, I won.
And because he has to be completely oblivious, he goes, No, you got a curse. That's why you tripped. Like, what are you doing?
Ha, boys are dumb.
I want to do it again. I don't understand. Let's just have an entire chapter about hand warmers. That's just about me holding your hand and then saying,
Dude.
well, when you're done, I'm going to take a nap until you're over with this.
High school boys are dumb. That's
just like, buddy, you are dating. You're like,
bro,
hey, this girl won't let go of my hand. Well, whenever you're done, until you're done, I'm going to take a nap. Just starts sleeping, and we're like,
me. And she's sitting there like, this is great. She starts reading a book.
That's great. Just holding hands.
Yep.
Never stop holding hands.
Lewd.
Super lewd. Anyway, let's check the nighttime cityscape. I thought this one was gonna go in a slightly different direction because of one of the panels where it's like both of them are under the curtains looking out at the nightscape. I thought someone was gonna walk in and accuse them of making out.
No, that happens later.
Yeah. And my favorite chapter of them being dummies, where she's studying even during a break time, and he's like, forget it, we're never gonna be one of those egghead nerds. Stein theorem. Whoa, you're using such complicated terms, treating her like a powerful wizard because she said a basic bit of trigonometry.
Yeah, exactly.
These women and their strange witch magic.
It's okay. He's got the ultimate play on her because he just goes like, well, I'm gonna go do something that you'll find attractive. Well, I'm just gonna quit studying. I'll start working hard tomorrow.
I'm just gonna follow you.
Senpai, notice me.
Senpai, please.
Oh my god, she feels so bad in the next chapter too, because it's like,
No, poor Bean.
oh,
The entire chapter is her writhing in bed, like, God, why won't he notice me? Senpai, please.
Senpai cannot give you what you want, or else the senpai will get away from you. Yes, you must continue to lead them along.
yeah, because it's so cute because she's doing the different girls in her head confessing their love for him. And then when she finally goes like, well, no, I got to do it as Rin, she can't do it. And just like, maybe tomorrow. Just confess to me already.
Senpai, please, I can't do it myself, genuinely.
Meanwhile, we cut to Senpai's room and he's totally just like, damn, my life is pretty great. I have no problems at all. I've got a cute girl that pays attention to me constantly. And you know, I might even get a girlfriend someday. Really, just everything's looking up for Eiji.
Eiji, please. Please.
Eiji, please stop her suffering. Really, just perfect.
Just come into the girl. She can still be cute and flustered if you're actually dating.
Nope. Gotta keep my options open.
Bitch.
Well, time to play Dragon Quest 12.
High school.
We also get a series of 4 comas of, I guess, a future where they're married.
Oh my god, they do this. This is
The skit.
weirdest part because the skits are diegetic. They
Yes.
are plays that are being put on by the drama club, but the play is just like, hey, Eiji, what if we were married? Wouldn't that be funny? Sitting
Hint,
on
hint,
the couch,
Hint,
being
hint, hint.
a married couple, doing naughty married couple things. Yeah, you'd be a super famous actress, and I would be the mighty ruler of the art museum. Yes, quite amazing. But obviously, you would have found a new love when I went away for college. And now that you're a stunning Hollywood actress, we are simply 2 ships passing in the night. And she's like, no, maybe that doesn't have to happen. Don't have that much faith in me. I'm willing to settle for you. I'm like, it's so weird because this is happening on a stage is what is happening. The drama club has put this show on, meaning
The drama club is aware of this kink, okay?
the
We're
drama
just like,
club is being subjected to their kink.
They're in on the bit.
They're in on the bit. I also just really like how in the married life bits, he takes her last name.
Yes. Oh my god. And she is uncomfortable with that. She's like, that's not how that's supposed to be.
The phone rings and he
my
goes,
scenes.
Kitahama resident. I mean, Nanakura household. Wait, no, senpai, please.
And he's blushing like a new bride on the first time. Like,
I know, it's so freaking cute, dude.
and she's just like, but those are my scenes. You're not even an actor. Why are you here?
exactly. That's how you know he's into it. Take it, girl. Take it.
Which
Also, in
obviously,
Japan, you just have to have the same last name. It doesn't matter whose name you take.
there's still an implication there. But yeah, the strong preference here is clear. I'm sorry. The strong theory here is he is saying she is so famous. Of course he would take her last name.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
She's a super actress. Because Eiji's got a lot of faults. He is nothing but a good hype man.
He's got
I'm
a lot
just
of faults,
saying,
and
both
he's
of
very
them
aware of them.
have independently confessed to each other indirectly like dozens of times. It's
Both of them have
painful.
confessed to each other directly dozens of times. It's painful.
Mm-hmm. Eiji is very aware of his own faults, and instead of working to improve upon them, he's just like, yeah, I'm kind of a nobody, but sure, I'm working with what I got.
I forget if it's in this section or the next section of extras, but there's a really bad one for that. It's when they play the it's that Japanese game where you have to start their sentence with the letter of the
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they start off playing the game like you normally do, like pineapple, and then like pineapple ends with E, eggplant. And then it's just like it goes into senpai, I love you. Oh, we're doing relationship. Oh, right. No, he starts it. He's like, I'm not really ready for a relationship yet. And then she says something that matches along that to like, well,
Very
obviously,
yandere.
very yandere. And I'm like, ooh, new personality unlocked. And then this girl doesn't come back. And I'm like, not since that other manga have I been this disappointed in a yandere.
As much as I am personally not a fan of the yandere, Yandere-chan as part of the Psuedo Harem would have been hilarious.
There's a lot of comedy potential there.
I lament her absence.
Yandere-chan would get some answers is the problem. Yandere-chan would solve some problems.
Maybe Yandere-chan will show up at some point, because again, them actually properly getting together does not change the dynamic at all. The series could continue easily without that. Honestly, I'd like to see that more in fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Couples getting together is not the end, it's the beginning. It's also the reason why a lot of romance tropes get a lot of hate, because if you never develop them past like the very beginning of it, then it gets tiresome quickly. This is nice. This is nice in that it can get away with
it can get away with being will they won't they for comedy's sake.
Not only can it get away with being will they won't they with them, but the other thing is that it can get away with actually like developing the relationship properly.
Mm.
You know, because I mean, like
both of them finally saying, "Wait, are we both really into this?" In like a sort of kinky way.
Yeah, because I mean,
but
like, if you look at it from the perspective of something like Kaguya-sama or even Spy X Family, like to a degree, once it's said out loud, that's not necessarily the end. There's still more you can do with it, but like you're nearing the end of the story at that point when you do that. This doesn't need to.
Mm-hmm.
This can just keep going with no meaningful changes.
But of course, that would require Eiji to have any amount of introspection and ability to understand others, as is made very apparent by the chapter of him reading the Dummy's Guide to Girls.
Dummy's Guide to Girls really doesn't hit the nail on the head that this is a pickup artist manual, essentially. It's like, I know the secrets of a woman's heart. And she's like, oh, really, bud? Yeah. How about you tell me how you know exactly what women are thinking? I sense you're angry with me.
Oh, wow.
Tell me why I'm angry. How about you tell me why I'm angry? Yeah, tell me why I'm angry at you, senpai. As she's running through a bunch of different characters, and you're like,
I don't know too many women are angry with me.
Hold on, there's a page on this.
Is it because I'm not paying enough attention to Tsundere-chan? Half right, but also half wrong.
She's thinking it's kind of complicated. It's really not. Girl, it's not that complicated.
Stop telling me you want to date other girls. We're already dating. You just don't know it yet.
It's like, well, I mean, I call these bits we're doing skits, but you're being serious about it, aren't you? After all, you're really putting your whole heart into it. And she has this huge beaming smile on her face, and he's like, wait, no. I've resolved the entire plot of the story. Nah, you're acting again. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know. I took that the other way. It's just like, oh yeah, no, he knows that she's actually into him, but he's not actually into her. He just really likes the attention of all the girls. I'm like, oh no, I don't like this interpretation of Eiji. You've been reading too many pickup artist manuals.
See, I thought it was like, I thought it was that because, you know, she gets the big beaming smile and he's like, aha, yes, you're happy because I praise your acting. No. but that's like the zinger the chapter ends off on, so we don't get more off of that.
Next chapter is just indicating that Senpai is really good at drawing, and he draws all of the different personalities as what they are. And she's like, I don't want this. And he's just like, well, I can draw just regular you. And he draws an incredibly cute version of her. She's like, that's so cute. Yeah, duh, it's you. Of course it'd be cute. You're really vain, aren't you? No, wow. You're just really good at drawing. Wait, did you say I was cute?
No need to be so humble. He's really good at drawing. He's not good at doing like lifelike stuff. He does like caricatures.
Mhm.
He focuses in on an element of the character of his subject and exaggerates it.
So when he does Nanakura, he emphasizes being incredibly cute. Bunch of big bubbly circles for like the eyes and the face shape.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, this is adorable." Yeah, because it's you. Ah!
So, you know how we've been saying they've basically been dating this entire time? The next chapter is the manga saying they've basically been dating this entire time.
Mhm.
Because Senpai essentially goes, hey, Nanakura, you know, you always use like the polite form of speech with me. And I'm reading this going like, oh, yep, I'm sure that didn't survive translation well. She's like, oh, yeah,
The sheer amount of footnotes in the margins definitely says that.
So it's like, I guess I can use like regular speech with you. Okay, let's talk about some stuff. And then they just have a casual conversation where she talks very casually and he's just like, yeah, this is really hot. Keep doing that. I'm not even doing other characters. This is just you saying you're really turned on by me, Nanakura Rin. Are you sure you're okay with that? I don't know how to teenage boy does not know what to do with this information.
Not compute.
Meanwhile, Rin's just like, man, we're talking so casually. It's like we're dating. So like, okay, well, I'm done with whatever this is. I think we're going to take a step back because I'm very uncomfortable with the relationship progressing. She's like, no, I'm going to keep talking. Like, oh no,
I can't have this level of commitment.
I don't know what to do.
What do you mean I have to lock in a decision? Ah! Just some more casual cute. Like her hair is growing longer. So she's like, yeah, I haven't had a chance to get to go get it cut yet. But what do you think about it? We have an entire like page of him picturing her in bob cuts. He's like, damn, that's pretty good. Wait, no, then she can't do Tsundere-chan anymore. No!
I'm not accepting you changing in any way.
Yep.
Damn it, it's too much of a loss if you can't do Tsundere-chan, right?
Really,
Oh,
the only reason I talk to you is Tsundere-chan. What?
Ow.
Yeah, but it's a real pain. If I don't take proper care of my hair, it gets all frizzy. Huh, yeah. No, it's a lot of effort. You do a good job, head pats. And she immediately turns into a tomato.
She hides in her long hair. Well, I guess I'm not cutting it.
The everyday clothes chapter is pretty funny because they're both at the mall, but she's wearing like ratty jeans, a dirty t-shirt, and a jacket over it.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, oh no, Senpai's here. Hopefully he doesn't notice me. Oh, hey Nanakura, how you doing? Man, you look really you look like a mess, girl. What is this whole fit? She's just like, you look bad too.
Look like a mess. You look like a mess. Man,
Yeah, I
we're
guess
both-
we both have no style.
Cute.
You want to go buy some fashionable clothes together? Yes.
Well, I guess it doesn't make sense if the blind lead the blind, so let's not do that. No.
Usually wear this.
I'm really smart.
I'm actually very fashionable. I was just low effort today, please.
Please. I was just slumming it, please. We get new member, which shows up. That's weirdly, there's a new member to the drama club that is younger than it's less experienced than her, but
Mhm.
it's her year. So she's gonna be the senpai. And I'm like, oh, they're introducing a new character to maybe throw some like a wrench in things. Nope. She just gets a moment to act very mature, and he's just like, that is the hottest you've ever been. What? No.
Do the adult thing again.
Do the adult thing again. I am ready to like be on hands and knees for you. I'm really uncomfortable with how into that you are.
No, it's not that she's uncomfortable. It's that she's so busy cheesing that because of how into it he is.
Just
That
like-
she can't get the like controlled, modest older woman expression going again. She's like, hold on, wait. I need to control myself.
Hold on, I'm too horny. I can't.
Hold on, I need to center myself. You're still smiling. Ah, I can't stop.
It's weird that this chapter and the next one both have the theme "too horny, you can't." Because
Yeah, because the next chapter is he's like testing out a prop, and by having her stand atop it to see how wobbly it is. And he's like, all right, well, I still need to do some work on this. Come on, let me help you get down. No, I don't need your help getting down. She gets so into character that she becomes immediately afraid of heights.
She's also afraid that when she jumps down, it'll be too cute and it'll be like a shoujo manga moment where she's just like, and then I'll make a little kia sound as I like fall into your chest and you hold me. I can't do that. He's just like, just jump down. No, I can't. President, come over here. You need to help take me down so I don't just make this a weird couple thing. Meanwhile, the president's just like,
why are you involving me?
Please stop involving us all in your kink. Please, you're doing this in public while we're actively taking down, or we're like building a set. People are working around whatever this nonsense you two are doing. Please stop.
It's just like theater.
It's either she'll be too cute or she's not sure she can pull off doing the cute jump. I'm just going to land with a loud bang and I'm going to seem like such a klutz and that's not cute at all. And I don't have the confidence to do that. She's waffling between the two. And the president is just, what the hell are you two doing?
Just perplexed.
We also get a fun extra chapter, because you know how we've constantly said on this manga, we're never going to do Shokeki no Soma? They did. I guess we're the fools now. Except it's literally just a Shokeki no Soma parody, where the drama club is having a cook-off for some reason.
And she can't decide between the opponent's meal and Senpai's meal.
But she purposefully knows one tastes better, but something's weird and off. And she's like, the worst one must be Senpai's. I'm picking that one. But I'm not certain if this is like the one he made or maybe he did follow along. And she eats both sample portions completely, trying to decide which one is him.
She ends up picking Eiji's anyway. And she's jumping up and cheering like, yes, I did it. I won. And he's like, but I was the one doing the contest? Never mind.
This is also where we get the great scene where Eiji's seemingly not at all embarrassed to share this kink with other people, because he essentially goes, well, that means 1-1 on the votes, so it's tied, actually. Also, someone ate all of the food, so we can't have anyone else taste. I know. Let's get the other girls to taste. And she's like, well, I just ate so much, please. No, you've got to do the impressions. The president and my guy friend are right here. And they're both like, please don't involve us in your kink. This is really awkward. Rin is really not comfortable with whatever you're telling her to do. No, it's cool, guys.
Dare you enter my magical realm?
Like, no, you guys don't get it. Rin plays a bunch of characters that are all desperately in love with me. It's really funny, right?
Yes, we know. And no, it's cringe.
It's really cringe, and you guys should just look already. Please. Everyone knows.
Rin, don't worry. I'll treat you to dinner. I just ate.
Please stop. Please stop. You are making her cry in front of the two guys in the drama club, which seem to be the only other named characters in the drama club.
This is so high school, it's painful. We have a fun one where they're going through old yearbooks and she's taking pictures of every version of Tiny Eiji.
That's very sweet and wholesome. And then we just get the other. I gotta say, this manga goes hard with its extra chapters for volumes. The truancy one is them hanging out in the club room, except Rin is stuck in her devilish persona, who's very flirty, and is just like, hey, I see you're banging that hammer. You want to bang something else? Ka-ching, ka-ching. And he's just like, please stop sexually harassing me. I'm trying to work.
He hits his thumb with a hammer because he's so distracted by her.
And she's just like, I'm sorry. I really don't know why I'm doing this so much. I must be practicing too much. And then people come knocking on the door going like, hey, Nanakura, it's time to practice.
It's time for gym class.
And they just open the door and they're like, It's weird. Two people were clearly talking loudly behind this door, and one of them was clearly the person we were looking for. But I guess there's no one in this room, so we should just leave. Meanwhile, Eiji has pinned Rin to the wall and is just going like, shh, gotta keep quiet. They might think we were making out hardcore here. And she's just like,
Like, comment on her.
and Rin's just like, we could have been. Please, for the love of God, just say we can do it right now. We can just
make it out.
Please, we can skip class. I'm down to clown right now. And he's just like, you need to take a break every now and then. You're getting too wrapped up in the character. I guess we're both delinquents. And she's just like, my God.
So hot.
So hot. I can't.
I did really smash my thumb, though. I should probably see somebody about that. I'll take you to the infirmary.
I'm bleeding.
Instant death.
Yeah.
I love it.
So,
They're both hiding back there. It's so freaking cute, dude.
no, and as we've been going, this is so wholesome. But the entire drama club is aware of this. The entire drama club knows they were in that room together. Like,
the whole drama club is going, man, I wish they'd really screw already.
This is so high school. It's ridiculous.
I wish they'd go through with this stupid kink already.
And then those two girls just like, yeah, Rin's not showing up to practice. She's probably getting it out of her system. I'm sorry, what?
And then both of them are still just as tense as before, and it's like, man, they still haven't? Holy shit.
My God, I don't know how to deal with this.
How?
Let's just not have any of the drama club associate with them until they
There's gonna be a chapter of the drama club just doing an intervention of like, okay, the two of you
just kiss already.
It is rare that I would say this for a manga where there are exactly two characters, but poly up already.
What was really cute when I was in high school, they should just have a full-on like theater wedding. That would be cute.
What?
I've been to 3. It's cute.
I was in theater and I never saw that cringe.
So I witnessed 3, and I also participated in a band wedding. And they are cringe, but they're also cute.
It's cringe.
They do, in fact, sound very cringe.
My God, I was in a separate part of theater. We just made spank wagons.
Lame.
I guess.
I just repurposed a sword from a previous year's play and nearly clobbered somebody with it when I lost my grip on it.
Now, Sam, when you were in theater, did people in your thing just slap a crudely made sign that said pants optional on the cast room?
I don't think that happened, Jake, right? I don't remember.
No, not to my recollection.
Pants were definitely optional in my theater.
You see, it's funny because there were changing rooms.
That did not stop anyone.
I think we had a shockingly tame theater department, Jake.
Well,
Yeah.
Considering where we went to school, that's not shocking.
I'm just saying.
What you mean?
Oh my God! Stop.
I've only got so many power-ups in me, Matt.
Oh, on that note, we should probably.
Yeah, there's not much left in our reading, but the rest of it has a bit of an arc to it, so that'll require some discussion. Let's take a quick break. And welcome back to the show, folks. Where last we left our just objectively dating couple. Well, I say where last we left like there's a thread. It's a bunch of
There's just a lot of string on the ground.
Bunch of non sequitur episodic shenanigans, as one does. We come back with a cute thing about. Is this like a thing, like a tradition? It's like if you're graduating, you give a button from your uniform to somebody you like?
I feel like I've seen that in other manga before. I could be wrong, but I feel like I've...
No clue here. But if he gives it to Nanakura as a confession, and she's like, that was awesome. Do it again. What do you mean you want me to do it again? Just do it again, okay?
I'm giving you my second button. Do it again. I only have so many buttons, girl.
I'm giving this to Chiki-chan. She's not here. Give it to me. I'm gonna run out of buttons.
She is not home right now. You're doing this for me.
I guess you're not getting any buttons.
I feel really uncomfortable. It's almost like I'm just being used to fulfill your kink. Yeah, welcome to the club.
She's catching on.
Now they're both
use it against him.
They're both just mutually using each other.
Yeah,
isn't that what a relationship is?
Jacob.
It's kind of not, no, because it's like
I don't want to talk about it. I don't come to this podcast to relive my trauma.
Speaking of reliving trauma, it's kind of got like a Scum's Wish vibe where they're like, we don't believe we can be in a relationship, so we're just going to use each other to simulate that experience. But that's very sad.
Yeah.
This is played for comedy.
It is very funny. And as if this wasn't kinky enough, we have the chapter of them sharing their secrets of wardrobe malfunctions with each other.
Yeah, I was about to say, sometimes this manga just decides to be very saucy, and I'm like, I don't.
Man, I woke up naked randomly this morning. Why would you just say that to me?
No, I'm a woman, right? Yeah, no, I was butt-ass naked. Can't believe it.
Don't know why it even happened.
Right?
Why would you tell someone that? And then he's just like, oh, I get it. And then he whispers it to her. Yeah, this morning I woke up butt-ass naked. Stop!
Well, since we're doing this, one time I forgot my panties and went to school like that, going commando. Dude, what?
You tell someone that.
It was even swimming lessons day.
I was giving you an embarrassing memory. Yeah, but you gave like a weird horny one. I'm just telling you what happened last night. That's so weird. Could you you could do that was really hot though. So could you have the other girls do that for me?
But their secrets are just mine.
Yeah, this is one of the many cases where it's pretty clear he's aware of, like, he's not unaware that the characters are all Nanakura.
Or all her.
He's just teasing her.
He's just into the kink. It's the thing. He's like, yeah. I want them all to tell me secrets. And she's like, that would mean I would have to tell you separate secrets about myself. Stop it.
Make stuff up.
Also, we're going to introduce a new personality. Because we introduce a new personality. Because turns out when Rin is with her little sister, occasionally she does the thing I'm sure everyone who has younger siblings has done at one point. You do absolutely nothing and you force them to be your lackey because they will just, there's a very narrow group of time where they don't resent you and enjoy being given tasks. And you abuse that time to just have a tiny butler.
Siblings is fucking weird.
Look.
Not as weird as only children.
As an only child, I cannot attest to this, but I'm going to just uncritically accept your professional input and enjoy the chapter we get of Nanakura being just incredibly lazy, demanding to be catered to, because it's very cute.
He's just like, I'm not doing anything, and I need my sister to feed me chips, and I'm so lazy, I'm not going to do a single thing today.
I want the tea from my bag. It's literally within arm's reach of you. Yeah, but I want you to give it to me, senpai.
Well, I guess I gotta feed her and tell her she's cute.
Yes, tell me I'm cute. What was that? Nothing.
Well, Lazy Chan's really cute. Tell me Rin's cute. I mean, she is really cute. Huh, that's weird. She's not getting up, and she's not getting up because she's blushing so hard she's buried her face in the pillow.
I love it. It's adorable.
Oh.
But the most stop subjecting other people to your fetish.
Yeah, this
chapter is chapter 41, where Rin has uh press ganged her friend into recording various instances of her responding to senpai saying things as the different characters.
It's so sad. It's so sad.
Ren, this is really embarrassing. I don't want to do it, but I want to go on a date with senpai. You're
Class trip. It's not supposed to be date.
let me pretend.
No, you're gonna make this all about me. Fine, I'll be your senpai today. Rad, but don't ruin it because he doesn't call me Rin and we're not actually dating. And there's so many things wrong with how you're playing him because you're playing him like he's my boyfriend and he's not.
We can't go on the big school trip together and he's gonna graduate before me and he doesn't call me by my first name.
Girl.
She then shows him this album because she's an idiot, I guess. And he's just like, this is really cute. You're crying in every single picture. Is something wrong with your face? No.
Who made you cry? You did. What do you mean? I wasn't even there.
Exactly.
I just really love the part of her friend being like, okay, chin up, champ. We're gonna go get some Dango.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna tolerate being subjected to your kink all day.
Pretty much. The drama club had to get used to it. So, yeah.
This is so weird because she's essentially just like, hey, could you just put on this mask of senpai and say cute things to me? No, I can't do that. That's so weird.
Ren, please.
You know how there's no stupid questions? It's really bad you even asked me this. Like, that's really just something that you can't take back. You've done something stupid and you need to feel bad for it.
Sometimes bullying is a little okay. Because they need to learn a lesson.
Really? Yes, in this case, she really needs to be bullied just slightly to know this is not appropriate behavior. Like, holy crap. Like,
but instead of learning anything, she engages in wordplay with senpai.
which I now realize is we mentioned this one earlier. This takes place now. This is the word game.
Yeah, this is the word game where she temporarily becomes Yandere-chan. Again, I'd like to reiterate, I do not personally enjoy the Yandere archetype, but I feel like it would be very effective in this. Perhaps, as Jake alluded to, too effective.
I still don't think Yandere-chan showing up and like forcing the issue even would be the end of the story because they could just keep going.
Considering in this chapter, he essentially goes, Nanakura, I like you. And that flusters her to the point she can't continue the game. And he's just like, oh, damn, guess I win. Like, buddy.
See, Jake, objectively, you're correct. But at that point, it's weird because at that point, the narrative has essentially, it's the magic circle, right? You put some chalk on the grass and everything within is fine, but as soon as somebody gets punched in the face, it breaks the game. We have been joking about these two subjecting the drama club and the rest of the school to their kink. But as soon as it's just like, damn, we're just really being kinky with each other. Do we want to just do that uncritically? Yes. It would change the vibe of the manga.
I don't see why that's a problem, though.
It's not a problem. It's not a problem. It's not a problem, to be clear. It would just require a retooling of the base premise that I don't know the mangaka wants to go for.
I genuinely don't know what the manga is going for. Like
they're 4-page gags. There's not enough plot to upset a status quo.
Fair
They're
enough.
just bits.
Yes, but it's less exciting if they're already in a relationship. Then it's just cringe. Speaking of some cringe, there's literally just like 3 chapters in a row that are literally only the gag. The first one is she's asleep and talking in her sleep, but then it turns out she was maybe not talking in her sleep, but maybe she was. Doesn't get resolved in any meaningful way. It's just cute nonsense. Then the next
Baka.
back, like I don't know. Then the next chapter, apparently she doesn't know how to wink. but Eiji knows how to wink, and just she keeps her mouth open when she winks. I guess I don't understand this one. And then
she's really just contorting her face all wrong.
Yeah. And then finally we get the eye exam, where we find out that Senpai is blind as a bat and desperately needs glasses, but I guess he's not getting those.
Because Nanakura just abuses the fact that he's blind in order to make him say her name.
Yeah, and then says Nanakura, and then she goes, actually, hold on, we need to try this one. Rin. And then she's like, that's your name. And she's just,
yeah, it sure is.
She's just creaming over this. Like, she literally, it is her shaking.
She is trembling.
She is trembling and biting her bottom lip as she makes him repeat Rin.
I mean,
like,
yeah. You don't understand. This has been building. Been edging a long time.
Speaking of edging a long time, the next chapter is also stop subjecting people to your kink.
So much of this manga, I was playing Elden Ring for the sake of the DLC, and I would just, I'd die, I'd tab over to my other monitor, and I'd read a few chapters of this because this is so sweet and so wholesome. It's helping, reduce the anger for dying to that dragon for the 20th time. And then I got to this chapter, I'm just like,
We do, yeah. So this is your classic infirmary chapter where he goes to the nurse's office because he fell in PE class. And luckily, this school is full of like 90% just empty rooms. Because
like the case with most romantic comedy school drama, whatever the fuck this is.
Mm-hmm. And the nurse's office completely empty. She followed him because she was worried about it. And they both see the nurse's office is completely empty. And they're like, oh yeah, we're going to do some kinky role play in here. You game, girl? She's like, I'm already wearing the lab coat. And I'm like, you guys are dating. What is this?
You're just doing some cosplay shit in the nurse's office. And he's like, man, I think I fell on my side and scraped up my torso too. Let me lift my shirt.
It's like a whole thing of he scraped his elbow. And she's like, ooh, let me bandage that up. Disinfect. Does it sting? No. He's just like, oh yeah, well, I also bruised my inner thigh. It's like, not ready for this.
Somehow it got too real. Somehow it's still like 0-calorie, sugary cute. It doesn't quite reach the summer Hikaru died. let me fist your chest hole in the gym closet.
Please don't make this one explicit.
Nothing is explicit, okay?
I don't think there's anything wrong with make me fist your chest hole, actually. I think anything else going further into explaining how that's a metaphor for sex would make that explicit, but I don't know. We have a very loose rule of when I click that button.
You know what's not going to make us click that button is talking about where the alternate characters would live.
Yeah. This is the rooftop one Sam alluded to earlier. It was either Sam or Jacob, I forget.
Mm-hmm.
I liked this one, so it was probably me.
Yeah.
I like the fact that he creates lore for the various like alternate personalities of hers.
My favorite part about this is also when it's pointed out she desperately wants to know where he lives, but she took him home in the cold episode. So it's like, what is going on here? But he's like, well, you can't see my house from here. It's like, well, what kind of house would you like to live in when like we're grown? And she's like, well, and then they speak at the same time, the house with the navy roof. Oh, no fair. We picked the same place. And she's like, I could share it if you want. It's like, yeah, we could be roommates. That works. My room's on the second floor. They both say at the same time. So it's like, and then she's like, starts going, we could probably share a bedroom.
It's like,
boy, what a coinkydink that we keep picking the same locations. God damn it.
Polly up. Kiss already.
Just they're being very wholesome right now. It's ridiculous.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
I got some babies after this.
Oh,
so cute.
Speaking of which, this girl should not be giving anyone love advice, but apparently she has been. So
I love this chapter. She's so full of herself because she's like, I solved one of my friend's love problems. All right, love master, tell me what I should do. And she starts giving him just random bullshit advice, and he's immediately listening to her because he's like, the love master. Yes, I know immediately. Oh, wise sage, thank you. I was just spouting whatever came to the top of my head.
No, I must believe everything a love master says with perfect clarity. Then you should probably date a younger woman. I think that'd be really good for you. If you say it must be true, I must start going after little girls. God, no, please stop.
I really hope he was...
If the love master says it must be true, she's pumping her fists like, let's go. And next panel, I'm going to become a lolicon. No, please stop.
I really hope that that was a case of him being self-aware and just teasing her for many reasons.
He's being very dumb. That was my read on that. It's like he got too wrapped up in the game, was just believe everything she says immediately, and he's like, yes, the unfortunate implication of this bit is it's like they both realize, oh no, I don't like where this bit's going. We gotta pull up.
Abort.
We gotta pull up.
Abort.
But so we finally reach the only plot of our entire reading
of them being caught in a lightning storm.
And it's like, it's casually alluded to earlier by her saying, I really wish I knew where Senpai's house was, which actually it's the roof chapter that just previously happened.
Mm-hmm.
But they get caught in a rainstorm, and it's like thunderstorming typhoon kind of nonsense.
Yeah, it's raining sideways.
And he's essentially...
I did like this because Eiji's like, man, this is kind of cool, isn't it? And she's like, I'm getting soaked under my umbrella through to my toes. This sucks.
hey, you know, it'd be real fun if Cool-chan was like scared of thunder or something. That'd be a really cute character moment. She's like, I am not doing this right now. What the hell? It's not like I'm scared or anything. Oh, you're doing it anyway? You said you wanted this. Stop listening to me. I'm a dumbass.
That was my favorite line. It's like, why are you listening to my idiot ideas? I'm just spouting things right now. The most self-aware Eiji is in this entire manga.
I don't know. Rin seems pretty self-aware too, because she realizes she can be afraid of thunder, and then is playing up being very scared of thunder, so that he will take her to his house, which is close by.
Mm-hmm.
Smart
All I'm
strategy.
saying is it would have worked on me at that age.
I don't know. The fucking game he has is insane. Actually, no, it's Rin is down for whatever is really the main thing that's going on here. Because they go to his house. They are both soaking wet. And he goes, hey, do you want to change? You can dry your clothes here. And she's like, I'm sorry. We cut to
me changing your house.
We cut to her putting on his clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't we basically dating at this point? Yes. Thank God, Rin. You are aware now.
You understand.
Hey, when you're done changing, you can just meet with me in my room, or I guess we could go to the living room. It's like, nope, we're going to your room.
Fine.
They're both.
It's no longer a bit anymore. It just is.
She's wearing his pajamas in his bedroom. She starts dancing around his room the second she's in there, just with excitement.
I'm in his room.
She's wearing a dumb little dog t-shirt with WoW on it. And then he's just like, man, this is great. I love this so much. And he opens the door. He is wearing a matching dog t-shirt of the same brand. It goes like, hey, I know this is really going to be a drag, but my parents are probably going to like ask you if you're going to have dinner here. So that means you're probably going to get home pretty late. Is that okay? And she's like, oh God, I'm meeting his parents and we're wearing matching outfits. I'm wearing his pajamas. Please, for the love of God, let me change back.
Your clothes are still dripping wet.
I don't want to deal with this situation in the way it is currently.
It looks like we're fucking.
And yeah, and then in the boldest move in manga history, we skip over them having dinner with the parents to them.
We don't even really meet the parents. Yeah.
To mom going, Oh, it was so nice meeting you. Take care on your way home, Rin-chan. Oh, yeah, thanks for having me. Damn, you really hit it off with my mom. She's calling you Rin and everything. I want you to call me Rin. Guess I could do that. Rin.
You're welcome to come over anytime, Rin. Wow, that was really embarrassing. I'm not going to do that.
Man, you're red as a tomato there, Nanakura. Say Rin, damn it.
Please. We made so much progress. Please don't just throw this away.
Don't reset the status quo.
And thus brings us to the end of our reading.
Yep. There is a fun end of volume thing where Rin is Lazy-chan and her sister feeds her chips and then plays video games with her. And then there's a very cute scene, which is just like anyone who has a younger sibling, where you let them win the game, but they're so excited because they're like, it's great because I wasn't winning. And then suddenly at the end, almost like I snatched victory from the jaws of defeat, I won. And I'm like, good job.
Good job, Rin.
Good job. Good job, Rin.
Do you think this is going to have any ramifications on my upbringing? What would give you that idea?
Also, I do like how the inlay for the volume is weirdly Rin sitting on like a like a bench or something, and then Eiji, the other side is Eiji passed out face down on the space where she was sitting. I don't know why. I assume he's tired or sniffing the seat. I can't tell. It's a weird choice.
Anyway, favorite character.
Favorite fight.
Favorite character, favorite fight. Nanakura. Just in general. She is so cute. And that's really it. She's very adorable. I have nothing else to say. That's kind of the long and short of this manga. It's very cute.
Which personality is your favorite, Sam?
Probably Cool-chan.
Cool-chan's pretty cool.
Yeah. Seeing her like affecting being disaffected. Fun. It's a contrast to her being way too into everything else. Yeah, that's about it. How about you, Matt?
I wish there were more characters in this. I think I'm gonna go with Eiji. He's really fun. He's got classic like aloof protag energy, but he's not the protag, weirdly enough. He is the end girl. So
Yes.
that's fun. And if I had to pick a favorite personality, I gotta go with Lazy-chan. Lazy-chan is not always there, but actually no, I take it back. I want Adult Senpai-chan. Adult Senpai-chan is the winner.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That's pretty good.
She's cool and she knows what she wants.
I was going to go with Tsundere because yes, of course.
Tsundere-chan. Very good.
Yes.
And Jacob.
Character. I don't know.
Okay.
There's the level of favorite character. Just to pick someone different, I picked the collective of the drama club having to deal with their nonsense. But no, I think Eiji is probably my favorite character because the way it's like I read it, in a bunch of chunks pretty quickly. I wasn't really ruminating too much on it. I kind of liked the dynamic that they had of like. Because it doesn't feel, at least to me, like he's stringing her along so much as he's
just dumb.
Yeah,
like they're both just dumb. It's really
he's
not even
committing.
Emotionally them. They're just like actually just dumb.
Yeah, he's not committing to it, and she's not making the move. And I like the way that like. He plays into performing, not recognizing that the characters are all just her. Like I some of the more like funny moments and some of the more cute moments were like her reacting to, oh wait, he's not as stupid as I thought he was. Hang on, he knows exactly what he's doing right now. And favorite personality, Tsundere-chan is a really good pick, but I think I'm gonna go with Chiki-chan. I think she had so many like really good panels, and honestly, I think Rin is cutest when she does that.
Because Chiki-chan knows what she wants. Is really the thing.
She has that smile, and it's like it's hard not to want to hug.
Yeah, it's the she knows what she wants, which is rare with any sort of romantic
What are you saying,
story
Sam?
protagonist. What do you mean? What am I saying? I said what I'm saying.
Okay, Sam.
I'm saying that, like, oftentimes in romantic stories, characters don't know what they want, and that's like the drama, the hook. It's like, will they, won't they? But Chiki-chan is like, I know what I want, and that it's subversion, which is the entire point of this manga. We're subverting the romantic manga tropes.
Yeah, I can respect that. I also realized we didn't talk about like my favorite part of this. So I'll bring it up here because this seems as good a part as any. Because Rin's little sister is also a really fun character, and I think it might be an extra chapter or something because there was a bunch of those. But it's essentially them hanging the main couple hanging out with Rin's little sister, and he essentially goes like, hey, Rin's sister, I got a little game we can play. Did you know your sister can be different types of older sister for you? You want to rank them? And he's just like, cool sister's pretty cool, and tsundere sister, really, really cool. And you just see Rin going, please stop subjecting my little sister to our kinks. Please stop. Please stop. And she's just like, this is really cool. And I'm like, this is really inappropriate.
It is incredibly inappropriate. But for the purposes of the manga, it's funny.
It's funny because the manga doesn't acknowledge it's a kink, which is the tonal difference between them being in a relationship and just admitting it. Then it just becomes creepy in a lot of situations. It's no longer a joke that they're subjecting the drama club to this.
You are subjecting the drama club to this. Do we need to have an actual like intervention?
Yeah, it's kind of the advantage of the fact that they're really the only two characters is the reason why it works the way that it does.
Yeah. I know we don't normally do plot predictions for these types of manga, but they really need an intervention for these two. Like,
this is not okay.
Actually, Rin's friend should just talk to Senpai. Like, that seems like the obvious.
Rin has been acting really weird, and I'm getting kind of uncomfortable. Can you just like? Just like say it out loud?
Could you do something? Because she made me print out a picture of your face, tape it to my head, and then she made out onto the outside of it. It was really not cool. I don't know how to even deal with what you just said. That's what?
Well, too bad. This is your fault.
Okay.
But yeah, they really need to do something about that. But like, I don't know. The fact that they did the whole thing with her taking him to his house for his cold and then basically did the exact opposite scenario again leads me to believe there's not a lot of consistency going on here.
It's a collection of bits. It doesn't need a plot.
It's a 4-page joke every week. Like, I'm not going to complain about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what much else I could predict outside of the inevitable intervention.
Cute stuff. And then eventually they're going to be like going to college, and then they're going to end up married for reals, and then still be in denial about that for some reason. Yeah.
It would be hysterical if they got married for the bit. That would be so fucking funny.
Hey, Rin, what kind of wedding dress would Creepy-chan have? It's my wedding. Yeah, but wouldn't those other girls be cuter? Stop!
That would be 20 out of 10 manga at that point. That would be the funniest shit.
Absolutely based.
Man, if the manga switches to them being adults and it's just like going through the motions of how he has to be planning the illicit affairs with all of her alternate personalities, we can't let Rin know. You know I am Rin. Shh, cool Chad, don't say that. I know you'll never be Rin, but our love is so passionate. Quick, have this double bourbon. I have work in the morning. No, Rin has work in the morning. Cool Chan doesn't have a job. I really don't know what this is.
That's either the Dojin or the like noir drama.
For it.
No, it takes place in the 80s, so it can happen alongside.
Thorfinn the Orphan.
Thorfinn the Orphan.
Thorfinn
Yes,
the
it can
Orphan.
happen alongside Vinland Saga.
The lore is expanding.
And Eagle, the making of an Asian American president.
That takes place firmly in the 2000s.
Yeah,
weirdly before 9/11,
but it's got the aesthetic of the 80s, so like,
because it's broad-shouldered men in suits.
yes.
Okay.
Is that not what we said last time?
We're gonna create the ultimate over manga cast crossover.
So the
Gotta get Oshinoko in there somewhere because that's already kind of the same as this.
The BBUG is Yamaoka's UN.
Oh my god. Oh.
I have formed the UN, and with it I have recruited the worst manga. It's just Kagurabachi 4 times.
I think I legitimately would like internally die. That was very painful to read.
Okay. Before we get too off,
Jay, you didn't even read Kagurabachi, but you described it so accurately.
before we get too off the rails, would you continue reading Psuedo Harem? You know what? Screw it. There's no effort required. Sure. It's great to have on another monitor to page through a chapter or two when you're doing something else.
People know about your strategy, Sam. You're an active reader with this very engaging manga. Yes.
I'm a very active reader with the manga that are very dense. This is cotton candy.
Yes.
Cotton candy is not dense.
That being said, I absolutely would continue reading. This is very light, very humorous, very cute, frustrating at times, but very cute. As I said, this isn't something I would usually gravitate towards, but they've got me. Absolutely.
Okay, now redo that as Cool Jay.
Always Cool Jay.
Postamine.
You're right. She is always Cool Jay. Do it again as Tsundere Jay.
I guess so. I guess I'll read it.
Okay.
Oh, that was powerful.
If you make me...
Hollywood, be ready.
How dare you? How dare you?
I was just letting you cook.
Getting roasted over here.
Really, that's on us. We put you on the spot. I don't know why we did that.
Yeah.
You did that. Who's this week, Himasabe?
I'm just saying, everyone who knows me knows I don't thrive in the spotlight. It just kind of happens spontaneously. And sometimes people see it and sometimes they don't. Gotta keep them on their toes.
Like Sasquatch.
What?
Doesn't thrive in the spotlight, and sometimes you see it and sometimes you don't.
Doing every Thursday over mangacast.com.
You didn't ask me if I would continue reading.
Would
It
you
doesn't
continue
matter.
reading that?
Maybe you asked me correctly.
Wow.
Matt, would you continue reading Psuedo Harem?
You know what? I think I'm gonna give a very Jay and Jacob answer. Yes, I would continue reading, but I don't think there's any value in doing another episode of the podcast on it. It's very light. It's so inoffensive, and man, 4-page chapters. It's if you're not having to marathon all 50 to get a weekly manga review podcast out, which really just bad decision for anyone who's planning to do that. Don't do it that way.
It worked out well for us, but that's a fluke.
Here we are, episode 150, which means we've done this 149 times prior and haven't figured it out yet.
It's fine.
You know what? It's not a Yu-Gi-Oh episode, which really means we've evolved as people. Hey, Jacob, would you continue reading?
Yeah, honestly, about that being a Jacob and Jay episode, yeah, I'd continue reading, but I don't think there's much more to do from the perspective of the podcast. It's so light. You can't not.
You put it on another monitor.
I mean, I think Sam described it perfectly. It's cotton candy.
Mhm.
No one hates cotton candy because
Unless
it's
they have
just,
diabetes.
diabetes don't hate cotton candy. They just can't have it. It's going to kill them.
Damn right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I do that? That was completely unintentional.
I'm sorry,
One of
it's
the
a
most
commercial.
unhinged endings that we've ever done.
It's a commercial, man.
Oh, this is what happens when we have too much sugar, I guess.
I'm just saying, my grandma's got diabetes and she still loves her cinnamon rolls. Can't have them, but she loves them.
Anyway,
What the fuck are we doing?
I don't know. We're ending the episode. Thank you, everybody, once again for tuning into the Over Manga Cast. As always, you can find us on all of your social medias where we are at Over Manga Cast, Facebook, X, Instagram. I think we still do those.
I haven't updated the Facebook in months.
That's fine. We still update the YouTube.
How often do we update the YouTube, Jacob?
The episodes are up on a 2-week delay, so if you want to catch up to our up-to-date stuff, hopefully less sugar high crazy stuff, you can head over to overmangacast.com, which even has a section where you can comment, tell us to read more things that will make us go insane, apparently.
And as always, we appreciate reviews in any and all form. You can reach out to us over mangacast@gmail.com, or you can review us on Apple Podcasts. Google Podcasts is no longer a thing. I don't know. Find where you review podcasts and give us reviews. And also tell us to read things. We like doing that. Sometimes we just ignore you and read things because they have anime coming out. And sometimes you should check out those animes. Check out this anime. I think it came out last week. I don't know how scheduling works. Speaking of scheduling, Sam, Jacob, what are we reading next week?
Next week, we're reading My Wife Has No Emotion, chapters 1 through 14.
Why was I cited in this? Anyway, if you're keeping up with the show, read that, and we'll see you all next Thursday. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, I guess.
Hey, it's me, Matt. I heard you were listening to other manga podcasts, and that's not going to work. You're only going to listen to our manga podcast, especially when we talk about that wife with no emotions. That's the kind of sick you'd like, wasn't it?
We don't have the budget for yandere, Matt.
I'm too expensive for all of you.